This is to all those people in the Northern Hemisphere who have snowmen and keep sending me pictures of bloody snowmen when it's 35 degrees here. Actually at the moment under the house it's 26, I think. Anyway, this is my idea. The no snow man or woman. Monty Python. Here's my no snowman. Beautiful, isn't he? Or she? I got ears on him. I got eyes. I even got a mouth. I got hands. I got arms. But ours, a piece of the resistance, our snowman has legs. And he even has rainproof boots on. How about that? It's a good job because it's raining, but these boots are buggered. They all fell to bits. So this is for Red Wolf. Really, I told him I was going to shoot a Red Wolf video. Keith Wolf, he has Wolf Trucking in Canada and he's built his own house. It's a marvellous house. So this is a tribute to Keith and his wife Crystal. Keith drives a big Mack truck. His wife drives a big Mack truck for Wolf Trucking. He drives a Ural, she drives a Ural. He's got a big hound called Clyde and she's got a big hound called Bonnie. But poor old Bonnie's just had an accident, ran into a stick and got a stick in her eye. Was it her? No, it might be. Anyway, I think it was her. Somebody told me their dog got a stick in their eye and had to go to the vets. Now these are rubbish, but I made them into the Southern Cross. These are the bits that are left over when you print. This is the base, and you peel the base off. That stops it sticking to the base plate, and this is printed first, and then it peels off. And then you peel this off the piece of work, and you end up something like this. Is that a Red Wolf enough for you, Keith? Hey? But that's not a Canadian wolf, that's a Polish wolf. That's the one from The Witcher. And you should see that when you hit it up with UV light. I'll take it inside. This is my underneath in my sidecar room. I just got this for Christmas. It's all wrapped up in plastic. But it's a Bosch pedestal drill and it's a beauty. It's only got 2 speeds, physical speeds, but it's got an electronic speed control and an electronic depth control. So it'll be perfect for me making stands and things for my 3D printed stuff. And all this is all going to be refurbed. A mate's coming on Christmas Day to give me a hand to sort all this out. I'm going to take that table and put it in the garden shed. And how about this, Keith? Get a Ural if you want to take a piss. See what happens, you're riding down the road and your wheels fuck up. So you stop at the side of the road and you go, what the fuck am I going to do? I'll have a piss and think about it. See, this is the sort of thing I'm talking about. Rims that do this sort of thing. I've had 6 of them go on me. Anyway, enough about bad Urals. It's great otherwise. Oh, this is my tool room. I hung up saws up there. And I put, we came, we saw, we concurred. Oops, sorry, conquered. And this is my take on army. I always do the upside down peace symbol, that's my symbol. And the soldiers saying, why the bloody hell are these fucking politicians sending us overseas to fight in wars that are no concern of ours? And then this is what I'm doing at the bottom. I've got labels here. I'm still trying to decide whether to put labels there or all the print labels out. But anyway, on the left hand side I've got are the members of the Australian Defence Force defensive, and then on the other side are members of the political parties offensive. This is my idea. You're not allowed to hit kids anymore, so I thought if I had a thing where I could look after kids after school, I could send them out here and they could count stars, and they could sit here and they could count stars and sit on an ammo box. And it's not as easy as it looks because there's little stars everywhere. Like the little one right in the middle there. See that little tiny green star there? I'm going pretty well. This is Dave's cave. David's cave. I knew all the Aussies would call it Dave's cave, so it's David's cave. And like most things, like that tree out there, it's upside down. The no snowman, that's the root ball up in the air. This door is also upside down. So you know you're in Australia when they mount the doors upside down. And I found this book the other day, I couldn't believe it. Caveman Dave. Cost me $2. Caveman Dave lives in a cave. He doesn't wash and he doesn't shave. He's smelly but he's brave. Wild animals don't frighten Dave. My friends, he says. At bears and tigers he will wave. Hello bear, hello tiger. He tells fierce mammals to behave. Stop quarrelling, you two. Really, Dave is extremely brave. Giddy up. I won't show you what's over the page. You'll have to buy it yourself to find out what the conclusion is. But on the back it says, he's smelly, but he's really very brave. Caveman Dave is all the brave. Isn't that fantastic for $2? The best $2 I've spent in years. I've got an idea for a club, and the first 24 members, I'm the first one, I'm number 13, gets to pick an advent calendar from last year. I bought this last year after the sales, in the Boxing Day sales, for very cheap. And there's 24 Mr. Men Little Miss books, and you get to open a page and you get a little book to read out for me on the camera. Enter at your own risk. David's cave, sculling water gives life. And this is my man cave, said the bears. I thought that was pretty funny. And this is the fun box. I'm supposed to be using another torch. I'll see if I can get the other torch to work. Now, that bag belonged to my mother. I'd like your opinion. Do you think that's good enough for a man bag, or do you think people would think I'm a bit of a limp-wristed person for wearing a bag around my shoulder? It'd be very handy for carrying things in. And it's leather. I've got this on the other side. My uncle sent me this with a cup in it. I've got a chart for... That's all the supplies from Hide and Hose, garden supplies, and that's all the vegetable planting guide. I've got cups up here for sculling. You get videoed sculling to join my club, and then when off the video I can time it. All these lights here, they're turned down, they got dimmers on them, and they're what they got magnets on them. You get 4 for $50, and they all plug together for 4-wheel drives, and I've got 4 lots. So I've set them up in 3 lots of 5, and I've got 1 left over to take with me in the sidecar. So they're all out here in the laundry and the shed, and then I've got a set in here on this side of the beam, and then on the other side of the beam, but I've got them turned down at the moment because I've got UV lights as well, black lights. So I've got the black lights on, and I've got a 100-litre caravan fridge all running off 12 volts, these lights, and this caravan fridge. It's all running off a battery charger at the moment, but I've got a solar panel to mount off the deck. That's the back stair deck. I'm going to mount a solar panel off there, but that's facing north, which is the way the sun is in Southern Hemisphere, and just a short run into the battery here, and then I'll have all my 12 volt set up. 12 volt electric fencing, and it'll be around the yard as well, so if the power goes off I'll still have everything running. You might wonder what this is. Hey Keith, you'd like to meet up with a mermaid like that, wouldn't you? Now we come to the real piece de resistance. I was going to put this on the Windows computer, and the Windows computer stopped working. Bloody thing. This Apple is 10 years old and I've never had trouble with it. The only trouble was it was a retina display, which is 4K before 4K TV came out, and when you see it at that display you need a bloody magnifying glass to read the screen because the text is so small. I'm in my 70th year and I need to wear glasses, so it was driving me crazy. So I bought the Windows machine, which is a heap of shit. I had so much trouble with it, and now I've got a 55-inch TV, so I'm back to using the Windows, the Apple computer, plugged into that thing, and it works really well. And I made a standing desk. I've said this before on a video, but I've got to say it again. 2 $32 plastic boxes. There's 4 drawers in a set of boxes with a piece of plywood across there, and you got yourself a standing desk. I had this thing already. It was a thing from Pagan, and it's got a drawer in it, so it's very handy. And then I've got room underneath for my controllers for the Nintendo Switch. Now we come to the real thing. Sorry, I just moved a bit. I just wanted to get over here. How about that? Doesn't that light up with the UV light? I was going to do it outside, but I slept in, and it's too light outside for the UV light to work. It lights the clock up real well at night time. Now here we go, Keith. I saw this and I thought I've got to have this. A Red Wolf keyboard and mouse. And the bloody thing doesn't work because the fucking computer won't work. I can plug it into the Apple. I might do that and take some shots later on. There's the that's the mouse mat. Isn't that fantastic, eh? Anyway, Merry Christmas to you all, and I hope you have a really good time in the Northern Hemisphere with your snow and snowmen. Anne Bowden's in Canada as well. She's been sending me pictures of snow. It was drizzly when she first got there, but she's had days of snow. So good on you, Anne in Canada. Good on you, Keith Wolf in Canada. Good on you, Crystal Wolf in Canada, and I hope your dog gets better. I hope Bonnie gets better, mate.